Okay, welcome back everyone. So for the project, you'll be required to insert your logo into an existing scene and not necessarily a product. So we're gonna take a look at how to do that and how to do it so that the Photoshop job is as seamless as possible. Alright, so this is the logo that I'm going to work with. It's just a sample logo from the internet, just to show you how it's done. And then we're going to use this image. Okay, so we're going to put this logo here on the billboard. And we're also going to use this image from one of the previous exercises. Okay, so let's begin. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is, well, we obviously have to get rid of the existing design here, right? So we have some tools to work with. We have, let's see, quick selection. We also have remove tool. Let's try the remove tool. So start with a simple tool and then gradually work up to manual methods if something doesn't work. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Let's see if that removes it. Alright, that's pretty good. We got some artifacts, but it's fine. We're not done yet. Okay, so there's the street lamp right there, right? So let's work around this street lamp. So I'm going to select the street lamp. Okay. It's not a perfect selection, so I'm going to go ahead and make some corrections. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna include this area right here. Oh, remove this area. Actually, I'll have to get a smaller brush. Okay. Alright, it's getting there. It's getting there. We can make adjustments later. Okay. Alright, so now that this area is selected, we will go ahead and select inverse, so that we're selecting everything around this light pole, so that when we erase, remove tool, it's not gonna affect the street lamp at all. Okay, let's see what that does. Alright, it's pretty good. Let's do it again. Okay. And this little area, too. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not perfect, so I'll leave it up to you to make it perfect. You'll be using your own image, so don't reuse this image. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna deselect. Alright, that's pretty decent. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. And then we just want to get the logo here, right? Okay, so one method we can use is quick selection tool. Or I think I can just, you know what? I'm just gonna select the whole thing and then just bring it here. And then I'm gonna just use the mask. Okay, so I'm gonna move this into place. Okay, so from here, I think I'm gonna use the magic wand tool. Okay, so if I try to select, This is 32 tolerance, and it's kind of eating into our design, the fonts and whatnot, right? So let's try set the tolerance to a 10. See what that does. Okay, it's a little better, but not perfect. I kind of want more, so maybe 5. All right, 3. Okay, so 3 is too much, or too little. Now it's not selecting enough, so I think 4 will do. Okay, so here's 4. I'm still getting not enough. Okay, let's go back to 5. 6. All right, so I think that's better. Okay, that's workable. Okay, so from here, I will now select inverse. Okay, I'm going to select inverse so that the design itself is selected, or I mean the design itself is selected and not the background. Okay, and then I will go to select and mask, and then output to layer mask, and then press OK, and that's gonna happen. Okay, so at this point I got my design, but the design isn't very it doesn't really stand out on a white background, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double click to enter layer style, and then I think maybe a color overlay like that. Maybe I want to make it black like this. Okay, and then press OK. All right, okay, that's pretty good. All right, so let's see, let's zoom in. Okay, the lines are a little too clean, so what I'm gonna do is, see how it's a little blurry here? It's too clean, right? So I will add a little feathering. Okay, so here's our mask. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna increase feather a little. So if you increase feather, what happens is it makes it blurry, right? We want just a little bit of blurriness so that it matches with the amount of blur on the other walls. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay. We're gonna leave it like this for now. Okay. Let's move on to the other image. Okay, so this is what we have. All right. First, we're gonna have to get rid of this text right here, right? Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's use the healing brush tool. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Okay. Okay, I deleted a part of that shadow, so I'm gonna have to re-add that. Okay, so like something like that, and something like this. All right, that's pretty good. That's good enough for now. Okay, let's get this. Or just to speed things up, I'm just gonna get it from here. I'm just gonna copy this. It's gonna copy and then paste. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's a mask and not a not an edited image, an edited layer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rasterize layer style, and then Control A, copy, and then paste. Okay, that's good. All right, let's see. Okay, let's put it right there. Okay, It's too dark, right? So this shadow is running through the logo, but it's too consistent. This black is too consistent, so I'm just gonna lower the opacity just a little. Okay, so opacity is basically transparency, right? So this is fully opaque. This is 90%. Let's bring it down to 80%. Okay, and then at 80%, you can start seeing like the texture behind the paint. But still, it's too dark. Let's make it faded a little bit. All right, 70%. That's pretty good. You can start seeing the texture. It's a little too clean, right? I think what I'm gonna do is... I think I'm just gonna darken the opacity a little bit more, increase the opacity. Okay, and then I'm gonna use an eraser to take away some areas. Okay, so I set my flow to something really low, like 17 or something, opacity. Okay, and then I'm gonna run my eraser over and watch how it lightens certain areas. Okay, just to make everything blend in really well. Alright, so you're not required to use the eraser, just use whatever tool you have to produce a good result. Okay, it's got to be seamless, and you, like the viewer, shouldn't even be able to tell. Okay, so this is what I did so far. Spend some time making it fit right in. Okay, and I'll see you next lesson.